Now, China's been increasing its defense budget for the past 20 years, fastest growing peacetime military budget. Should this alarm the United States? I think as a caveat, we need to acknowledge, of course, this country still pays multiples of what they do in an annual budget.
Right, but China has, you're right, China has the fastest growing peacetime defense budget in the world. They've been increasing their defense spending by 10% or more, Aaron, for more than 20 years. It has the world's second largest defense budget. Now, those are just numbers. Those are budget numbers. Things are cheaper to make in China. The Chinese military is cheaper than the United States military in terms of maintaining it. But they're developing an aircraft carrier program. They have the J-20 stealth fighter, which was unveiled just about a year ago, and then Secretary of Defense Bob Gates was in Beijing. They're spending a lot of time and effort on cyber warfare, counter space. They have the world's largest navy in Asia, the world's most prodigious submarine building program. I mean, they are really developing significant capabilities that we need to be paying attention to. While we're building down, China is building up.
And particularly on the Navy side. I mean, as the Journal pointed out, it's something, that I think is always worth pointing out, that it's really all about the sea even now. 95% of world trade goes by sea. That's where the U.S. Is going to take a lot of the bulk of the budget cuts that are coming just as China is building up. I mean, how does this end, Peter? I mean, I guess this is the way nations are, right? They want to build up their military. But how does this end?
It's not quite clear. The problem is we can see China developing capabilities, but we don't know what China's strategic intent is, and we need to be cautious of that. Is China a fire-breathing dragon, or is a cute, cuddly panda? It takes, intentions can change overnight. China is claiming large parts of the Pacific Ocean. You need a large navy to be able to patrol the Pacific. They talk about the tyranny of distance. You need a capable Air Force. I mean, these are things we really need to think about as we look at our defense budget. Aaron, it may not surprise you that if I told you that if these cuts come into play, right, we may build down to 240 naval ships, which would be the smallest navy we've had since 1916, World War I.
That is pretty amazing. Almost back to the time where, I guess, as Bill Gross is saying, Ron Paul wants to take us when it comes to monetary policy.